Hi guys, welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday for Tuesday, June 27th, 2017. This is Jennifer. We are outside today in the heat, humidity, and with the lovely sound of garbage trucks going through my neighborhood so that I can show you my paper piecing vintage 2017 quilt top. This was round 2 of paper piecing vintage. Round 1 was back in 2014, I think. I am really pleased to get to show you what I did with this quilt top. All of the fabric in my quilt is either black and white prints, so white with a black print on it, or Halloween fabric. I had a wonderful time choosing fabric. I had a wonderful time putting it together, and I have managed to clear out almost my entire stash of Halloween fabric. Unfortunately, it is not quilted. I plan to have it quilted this weekend, but I got started thinking about what I wanted to do, and I realized what I wanted to do is unlike anything I have ever done before. So instead of quilting this quilt, I started practicing on a Project of Doom quilt that is a small Project of Doom made from quilt blocks from Project of Doom Facebook group members. They were all donated so that it will eventually be a charity quilt for the Linus Connection. I did get that quilted, however, it is not trimmed, and I will probably be showing it to you when I do the quilted reveal for this quilt, so I can show you like my first attempt and then my second attempt. I did quilt my labyrinth quilt. It is not bound, but I'm expecting next week's Talk to Me Tuesday will probably be all about labyrinth, so it'll be an outside, again, purpley, wonderful labyrinthy quilt. I must have just been in the Halloween mood getting this all finished up last week, because on my list of to-do things for this summer, which is an extraordinarily long list, was to make some pot holders for my son for his apartment that he's moving into in the fall. And I ended up making some fun embroidered pot holders. This one is upside down. These two are from the Science set that you can get from Urban Threads, and then this one is just a little stipple. This is actually an embroidery machine design, and I embroidered these onto the fabric, and then they have 2 layers of cotton batting with a layer of Insulbrite in the middle. I always do 3 layers, so I sandwich it so that the Insulbrite is inside. You can hear it kind of crunching in there. And so anyway, these are pot holders for my son and his roommate for their apartment in the fall. Speaking of my kiddos, one of the things that I am doing this summer is helping my son recreate a Roxas cosplay. He dressed up as Roxas when he was like 9 years old, something like that, and he wants to do that again. And he is going to an anime convention in August, and we have been acquiring thrifted clothing items that we can adapt to make into this costume. I think we have all the pieces, and I told him once my paper piecing vintage and my labyrinth quilt were pieced and bound, I would help him with that. I'm hoping to get at least one more of my fandom quilts quilted before we start working on cosplay stuff. Also, my daughter is going to a con in a couple weeks, and she has completely taken over my sewing room, so that is the reason why my labyrinth quilt isn't bound, and why I didn't get the Project of Doom that's for the Linus Connection trimmed and bound, because my cutting table is covered with her project right now. She should be done in a couple days though, and I can get back up in there and start working again. I have so much to show you guys, but I decided because paper piecing vintage ended on Monday that I would just show you my paper piecing vintage top. I hope that you guys enjoyed this version of this quilt along. I had a lot of fun with it. Since it was round 2, I did not have to do pattern testing, but I did get to make all the blocks again, and I forgot how much I love making this pattern. It's all paper piece, all vintage inspired, but the fabric I used this time was just so super fun. Don't forget that we are still in the midst of the UFO quilt along on Fandom and Stitches, so whatever you're working on, make sure you're sharing that to either video, social media, you know, wherever you populate the fandom community, make sure you do that. We are going to be taking a break now on Sew Hooked for quilt-alongs, but I will continue with Free Pattern Friday. Last week's Free Pattern Friday was Love Flag, which was a request, and new with this request is the Sew Hooked submission box. I will now consider your requests. I don't want to say I'm going to do them for sure, but I'm going to do my best to do as many as I can. There's a suggestion box link in the menu on Sew Hooked now, so if you have a quilt pattern idea, throw it up there, and who knows, I might make that for you. If you enjoy my free content, consider being a Patreon patron. It's patreon.com/sewhooked. And the very last thing today, it is Monday the 26th as I'm speaking to you, even though you're watching this probably on the 27th or after. Today is the 20th anniversary of the first Harry Potter book being published, and I just have to say that most of you came to me through the Harry Potter fandom. and I am so thankful for you guys. I am thankful that my kids grew up with Harry Potter. I'm thankful to have been part of this fandom and to get to bring the Project of Doom and so many other awesome, just fun Harry Potter themed things to you guys, both from myself and from all of the amazing designers who've contributed to Fandom and Stitches over the years. And I just wanted to say thank you. So thank you guys. You're my fandom friends and I love you guys. I will see you next week. Bye.